Hi guys, welcome back to Shah's Vlogs. I'm just trying to give you um, a quick video today, only because I'm very busy and I didn't realize that I've not made a vlog for today. So I thought I'll do another sit down video just so that I keep myself consistent. If you've been here before, hi and welcome. Thanks for joining me again. If you haven't and you like my content, please go ahead and click that subscription and please hit your notification bell so you know whenever I upload. Thanks to everyone that has been tuning in to my vlogs and videos. I much appreciate you so much. Anyway, today we're going to do a homeschooling sit with me chat and talk about homeschooling, since I don't think that I've done one of these for quite some time. Kylan is currently on holidays right now. He's on his Easter break. In America, I guess it's spring break right now. Over here in the UK, it's Easter break. And so he is off for a week. And so he's enjoying that. Kylan is home. He's just in his room right now. Right, first thing I've got some notes here. So if I keep looking down, my bad. The first thing I want to talk about real quick is Kylan's schedule. Kylan has had a number of different schedules. It does keep changing from term to term. You do have to keep the child's interests, and things can get boring, should I say, for them if they're consistently doing the same thing over and over. That's the great thing about homeschooling. You can switch it up whenever you choose to, actually. But for us, we've kept it quite consistent. Kylan does do online Zoom classes each morning. They start at 10 a.m. So Kylan has a 10 a.m. start. In these Zoom classes, which is free, he does biology, physics, chemistry and maths. So he does these subjects. The downside to these subjects is they're just free Zoom classes, which is fantastic, and they are great and a lifesaver. But I start to think sometimes that because they're only half-an-hour classes, Kylan is not getting enough learning from these classes. Also, Kylan has expressed to me that he finds it very awkward to interrupt and ask questions on these classes because it is only half an hour a class, and he doesn't want to hold up the teacher because he's a bit conscious like that, and he just doesn't want to hold everyone up. And he's just one of these kids that, you know, he doesn't want to look silly if everyone else gets it and he doesn't. That's on the class. I keep trying to encourage him to just, you know, still message the teacher or whatever. But that's where I decided that Kylan probably needs more face-to-face. But unfortunately, we are in lockdown. Kylan has not been able to do all of his outside the home activities, taekwondo, drama club, going to the gym and going to his Saturday school. So I feel like that's taking a little bit of a toll on him at the moment, but he's hanging on in there. He does do his classes. He does wake up for his classes. Some days is a struggle and some days isn't. So it all depends really on the lessons and so forth. Also, I do encourage Kylan to take notes in these half-an-hour classes because they're only half an hour class, just so that he can remember what he was taught in those classes. Aside from these classes, which is a 10 a.m. start, they have a break and then they may have a half an hour maths class. After that, so come about 11:30, it's time for me to take over and do things with Kylan. So we do French, we do bite size, English, maths and science. We watch bite size, we watch French, we learn French together. We also do fitness, where I do a little workout with Kylan. We've been doing Chloe Ting at the moment, and we do other workouts as well. That he really does actually enjoy, because we can't go out and about as much and we can't use the gym. So there's that. Also, Kylan has an awards chart up here. I'm not going to move the thing, but I think I've shown you this already. He has an awards system. So basically, Kylan gets paid for the chores that he does around the house, and he also gets paid for good attitude towards his learning. So if he's having a very sluggish day, which we know how these teens can be, they can be very moody some days, very upbeat another day. He has a system, it's a color system. So basically, blues means that you've done fantastic that day. Green means it was just an average day. It was a little bit of a struggle to get you going, but you got there in the end and you've done what you was meant to do. And red means you've had a really bad day. You've not really done all what you're supposed to do to the best of your ability. Now, he gets a certain amount of blues. I'm not going to break it all down right now, but I'll put this in another video, maybe with Kylan, but he gets a certain amount of blues, and with those blues he gets an award, which he'll choose if he wants me to purchase him an award. And there is a money limit, by the way. I'm not rich, so there's some small change, or he can get the cash award. Also, for his chores, he was doing 5 days a week, a particular chore. That wasn't really working out that well. My daughter made a point of saying when her and her sister was little, I'd get them to do a number of things. Now, Kylan does know how to do majority of housework, but we don't do that all the time with him, just this one particular chore. So now I've changed it up where Kylan now does what we call the big clean, and that's on a Friday. Kylan's schedule on a Friday is a little bit more relaxed because it's a Friday. So we do the big clean, we do French, we do fitness, and that's after his 1 half-an-hour class of chemistry on his Zoom class. So that's his schedule on a Friday. And the big clean can consist of a number of different things, from cleaning the kitchen to the bathroom to mopping, scrubbing, dusting, wiping, bringing out the rubbish, a whole array, just to get the house all together for the weekend, and then he can relax. Another thing is you really have to listen out for your child's interests. Kylan is very much into computer science, and I do have a cousin that does do computer science online classes, which she often invites Kylan to do these short courses for free. So that's really good. That's a huge bonus to him. He's got a number of family members that is in the whole computer science sort of industry that can guide him. He also loves construction, however, so we're looking at that also for something to fall back on, is construction. Kylan is hopefully going to be able to do construction. In college, they have a 14 to 16-year-old program. Kylan has just turned 13, so he does have another year before he can actually go on this program. But at the moment, I am just inquiring to make sure he can actually get into this college and start that hopefully next year, and that way he will have some in-person learning, which Kylan is looking forward to, since, as you know, from primary school, since he left primary school, he's been homeschooled through his high school years. So he does enjoy in-person classes. Also, the lockdown on the UK is easing up at the moment, and one thing that is opening up is the gym, and also Kylan's old Saturday school that he goes to, which he was really progressing with. It's 2-hour lessons, there's teachers, it's in person and it's local. So we're looking for Kylan to go back into that after his school holidays right now. Hopefully we can get him back in the next couple of weeks time. And also the gym, Kylan is part of the youth gym, so he'll be able to go back, have a workout and use the equipment along with me on a Saturday. So that will be great for his fitness and his health, and just getting him back out there, and also in-person learning, which he is looking forward to. Kylan strives really well with in-person learning as well. The downside to homeschooling is that you do have to reach in your pockets. It doesn't have to be costly, but you will find that in order for your child to expand, you might have to reach out to other activities outside the home for your child's mental state also. I spoke about construction, and he will hopefully go to that in next year when he's 14. He's only just turned 13. And then future plans. Oh, let me just go to this real quickly. Let me see my time. Yeah, so Kylan loves this book. We'll read this book together. It's very interesting for all these children that's into science and computer science. And we read this and Kylan makes notes. That's part of his reading lesson with me, and it's very interesting. We also, with Bite Size, there's a load of tests and exams paper on Bite Size and Mathletics. And Kylan basically does these weekly little tests and everything, and I will mark them and I keep them here, because you do need evidence that you are educating your child, especially if you want them to go on to further education. Also, I've picked up this magazine, and I don't know if anyone has heard of this before. It's Inside Success. It's pretty good, and it's really helps children and teenagers, should I say, from 16 to 25 aim high and know the benefits of voluntary work, which will help them with their confidence, help them build customer service skills, learn rejection, all the things that you need. And I do feel like teenagers doesn't look at voluntary as well as they should, because they're not